My name is Aaron Cairo. I'm a professional skateboarder from the San Francisco Bay Area, and today I'm going to teach you how to ollie. The first step of doing an ollie is just getting your back wheels into a crack. This will help you because your board is not going to be rolling back and forth at all, and so you don't have to worry too much about your balance going off. The first part of getting this trick down is just understanding what the foot position is and why it is that way. So first off, on your back foot, you just have the ball of your foot, the ball of your back foot on the very edge of the tail. You want it quite off towards the edge, and that's so you can just snap it down super hard and very fast. So with the ball of your foot just like that, it gives you power in your ankle in order to just shoot your foot straight down into the ground just like this, and that's what's going to pop your tail off the ground nice and hard. Now with your front foot, you want it just down from those front bolts and pretty straight on the board. You want it back down the board far enough so you can get a nice drag with your front foot up the board. That's why the front foot position is so very important. You need enough room on the grip tape to actually drag your front foot up the board. So getting a nice foot position on that front foot and your back foot properly perched on your tail is vital to this trick. So the first practice step we're going to go over is just simply this right here. With your back wheels in the crack, you're just going to be tapping your tail on the ground with your feet in the ollie position. You're going to be bending your front knee and straightening your back knee. Now the next step is just this position right here. You just want to practice taking the sole of your foot and turning it a 90-degree angle. It's very important that you understand which part of your shoe is to be dragging up your board. It's that part right in the middle. Oftentimes beginners feel like it should be on their toes, and so they get an incorrect foot position, but it's actually right in the middle of the foot, just in that position right there. If you go too far on the toe, you're going to have problems. So make sure that your shoe is wearing away right there. It's also very important that your shoe is wearing away. Now here's the incorrect way to slide your foot up, and a lot of people do this. They don't turn the sole of their foot a 90-degree angle. So I want to make sure it's very clear that this suede, the black part of your shoe, is dragging up. The next step after you drag your front foot up the board is to then shoot it straight out. This is oftentimes a very missed step because people just want to pop their board up into the air, but they don't actually accomplish what it takes to level it out. So if you put all those things together, you pop it with your back foot, and then you instantly lift your back foot up into the air, drag your front foot up the board just like that, and then push it forward. It's that push forward with your front foot while you're simultaneously lifting your back foot up into the air that causes the board to level out like it does right there. So if you're a beginner skateboarder and you're learning how to ollie, first of all, make sure you fully understand the foot position and why both feet are in the position they're in. From there, you can just start practicing each of those practice steps one at a time, and then once you get to the end, try putting it all together and just practice, practice, practice. If you're practicing for a while and it's not working, go back to the very first practice step, then go to the second, third, and so on, and just continue in that way until you do get your ollies perfect. Going back to that practice step can help you then when you come up to putting it all together. For beginning skateboarders, the ollie can be the hardest trick there is, and that's why the practice steps are so very important. If you just step on a board and you try to put them all together at once, it's going to be nearly impossible. But if you practice each practice step one at a time, and then try and put it all together, and then go back to the practice steps, practicing them all, and then putting them all together, you will eventually get it down. So let's go over how this full trick works. So with your feet in the proper position, shoot your back foot down super hard while simultaneously beginning to drag your front foot up the board. You want to have enough room on the board so your front foot can drag, and then shoot forward. When your front foot comes forward, your back foot should also be continuing up in the air, and that's the motion that's going to level your board out in the air. Once you have your board leveled out in the air, just begin extending your knees and getting ready to land. Once your wheels touch down, Just bend your knees again, take that impact. You should pretty much land in almost the same spot you were if you're standing still, and that's the Ollie. Definitely check out the Skateboarding Made Simple series and learn to skateboard fast. These are the most detailed full-length tutorial videos I have ever made, and they're now available on iTunes as iBooks, at brailleskateboarding.com, and at Google Play. Check them out, they will blow your mind. Please subscribe, follow us on these other social media platforms, and check out these other videos here in these playlists. I hope you guys are having fun learning, and continue to #push skateboarding.